Hey guys, another video for you guys. So in this video, we're going to talk about LBank. LBank just reduced, we just had the LBank reduce its fees from 10% buys and sells to 3%. So that means that you could buy in and sell for 3% and have enough room for you to make some money. So we're going to talk about that in today's video, so stick around. All right, so here we are at LBank. And I just put a little bit of money in my account today. So just to kind of demonstrate a couple of things here. I really wanted to kind of do the first video on just really getting to know the exchange, right? And so I wanted to show that to you guys. And I know a lot of you guys may not have traded in the exchange or are not too familiar. So this is going to be a great video to just really kind of learn a little bit about the exchange. So we'll start here. This is the chart or the way the graph is, right? So you are able to change the time frame here from 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15, 30, an hour, 4 hours. So if you're gonna day trade, you kind of use some of these to kind of see the points to kind of get in from a day trading standpoint. All it is the different time frames in which you would be looking at the graph, right? And so with that being said, that this is where you'll see that, and also here you'll see the volume. You'll see how we're doing in terms of volume. If volume is picking up, which it is, I think this announcement and everything else is creating a little bit of action here. So yeah, let's see if we could capitalize on this a little bit. And then here, this is the buy and sell order book, right? And so here you could see where all the orders are placed. This is what I love about this. Is like you could see where people are placing the orders, like 782. So you know there's an order here because right now the price is at 780. You know there's a wall that's being lifted here, and so this is where you start to kind of see the resistance that there are. So when I talk about the resistance and support, these are the resistance areas where we know that there are people selling or large sellers that end up sucking up all the buyers, and then the price ends up trying to go back. And so understanding that, we know, okay, what does it take to be able to take this and move it up to higher highs? And so I love trading on the exchanges because you get to see everything. Now, this is what the orders that are in the system, right? People go in and say, I want to sell here, and people say, and this is on the buy side, I want to buy here. So these are where it is. In order for me to execute a trade, I could either be a maker or a taker. What does that mean? If I'm a maker, I'm just putting an order in and I'm saying, okay, I want to sell here. That's a maker. A maker is saying, I'm putting my order in and I'm waiting for you to be able to come and buy me out. Just like they do here. I'm putting my order here. I'm looking for you to buy me out or sell me out or take me out. And so those are makers, right? Those are makers. On the taker side, I'm coming in and I'm taking this. So right now, if I go in and I say, you know what, I don't want to put my order in and say, I could put an order and say, when price gets to this point, I'm willing to buy, right? I could do that. Or I could say, I'm willing to take this from you. And if I want to take this from you, I'm going to have to pay $43, right? Based on the size of the order and the price that you want, for me to move the market up, I have to pay that much. And so you could see how easy it is to be able to move the market if you have the money, right? So if I have $40 in my account, I could pay the $40 and price will move up. And to take this one out, it's going to cost me $53. So if I have $53 plus the $43, a combination of those two, I could move the price up all the way up to 811. But it's going to cost me this amount, right? So, and this is where the takers come in and take it from the makers that are putting it out there. So, and vice versa, if these guys want to sell, if I want to sell, I could sell it to anybody here. And here, this is where the latest trades, right? So the last buy was at 780. And so you could see it here and you could see what's going on in terms of the price. And then just these are the symbols, right? So you put the symbols of what you want to trade and then the charts come up. So now this is a huge opportunity because at the end of the day, when you look at this, the fact that the sales, the buys and sells have been reduced, now we could trade. We could trade, and what's important about this is when you have buying power, you could move the chart. When you have buying power, you could put support and resistance where you want it to be. And that's what creates these things. Like this individual, because there's low volume, this individual has been able to put a wall at 782, right? And so the price is having a hard time passing that. So let's look to see what happens, right? So because of that, because of that wall, everything's been coming up to it. And so what happens if, let's say, I take them out, right? I take them out, right? I take them out and I become a taker. What will happen? Well, let's look. I took them out, price went up. And then the next level that we have uh, a resistance on, right, is at the 811 level. So I could stay here at 778, or I could decide that I want to take this guy out as well. If I do that, price will pop up. Watch what happens when I take this guy out. And so if I decide that I want to advance the price, well, I just buy it. And if I want to do that, it's going to cost me 43 bucks. I happen to have 60 in my account. So I could buy them out and move the price up 60 bucks. And so this is how that happens, right? And so this is how you're able to move the markets by being a maker or taker, right? And so, but what you're saying is you are willing to buy at a higher price because you want to move the market up or you want to eat up that wall. And so the next resistance that we have, and what will happen is you will see people start to fill that gap. But right now, because that's been eliminated, the next wall that we have is up here. So as you watch and you learn how to read this chart, you could be able to spot where the resist. Oh, there you go. Somebody brought right in, right? And so price is moving up to that next wall resistance, and it's going to get to the 811 area, and that's where you're really going to find some resistance. And so this allowed price to start to move up. People are buying in, and then let's see what happens. But that's how you buy and sell in a market. And so what I'm going to be doing over the next few videos is really showing people how to really trade. And so, and again, knowing your support and your resistance. Now, if you know this guy is going to sell, you could either place your bids in front of him or her and to be able to fill before them, or you could understand that this is where you get out so that you get out before, yeah, you could get out before them, or you could push price beyond it. And then so this way force them that if they want to get back in, they're going to have to pay at a higher price. The individual that sold their bag here now has to wait for a price to either get here or below, or they're going to have to buy more expensively. And so these are how the markets get moved. And now that the market is moving up, you're going to see this pick up momentum. So I love trading on the exchange. If you don't trade on the exchange, I'm telling you, take the opportunity to learn. I'm not giving financial advice, but just wanted to share something with you and look at that. We're going right up to that resistance area, right? And then we'll wait to see if anybody wants to buy. So I wanted to do this video with you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because there's a lot of good stuff that I'm getting ready to show you guys. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.